My few things that bother me about the potential low being in is that we still haven't seen enough disruption in the overall crypto market. So, you go to coins, they've all been discounted, some of them 95%, some of them 90%. Even Ethereum is down significantly, although the bounce has been just absolutely awesome on Ethereum. But to me, I look at that sector and I'm like, how can this many coins still exist? And if this is the bottom and now we're headed up, how does that work? How do we have so many coins in the system at that point? So for me, that's one of the issues. And also looking back and comparing it to the .com era, you haven't seen that full capitulation. I mean, we did see fear when we were below the 2017 highs, but we didn't see that all out, like throw your hands up in the air, crypto's over kind of mentality, which is usually what notes the bottom.
Gareth Soloway is the president, CFO, and chief market strategist of moneystocks.com. The veteran trader and technical analyst was one of the few people who predicted that Bitcoin would hit the sub-20s this year. Since the peak of November 2021, Soloway has had some pretty gloomy short-term predictions for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. While other market experts and analysts predicted that Bitcoin would have massive price gains this year, primarily due to the influx of institutional investors, Soloway predicted a drop to the sub-20s. He also predicted a massive reduction in the number of cryptocurrencies and compared the flush to the .com bubble burst. We have seen some of these predictions become a reality over the past few weeks, but a lot of uncertainties remain about the general direction of the crypto market. Most importantly, investors have one simple question. Is the bottom in, or can we expect more pain going forward? In a recent interview, Soloway gives an important update on his outlook for Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. Without further ado, we will now take you to Gareth Soloway's latest important Bitcoin update. Please watch, share, and like this video. Also, ensure you drop your thoughts and observations below and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video.
And then my other issue would be is, even though I do think the Fed, like you said, is going to essentially stop hiking by later this year and probably even start easing in 2023, the question is, why are they doing that? And my guess is you're starting to see a real destructive event going on in the economy, right? And if you see the NASDAQ starting to really collapse down, and I don't think the NASDAQ's bottomed by any stretch, I think it's got to go down 40, 50% at minimum, then what you're saying is that you'll see a pivot in Bitcoin where it starts to strengthen when the NASDAQ and the stocks actually go down, which I actually agree eventually that happens. Yeah. I just don't know if this is the time frame where that happens. So I think that, it's definitely a possibility. If there's one thing, just like Game of Thrones, if there's one thing I know nothing, kind of, know nothing, Jon Snow, right? You have to respect the charts, that they're the ones that are always right, and you just don't know. But for me, I'd be amazingly surprised if all of a sudden it's the new bull run and here we go to the upside. Now, I will show this. I do have a level that I'm watching. If we take out this level and confirm, then I would tend to agree with you on that, right? So if you connect the high from 69,000 here to this high, notice how this line is right around 30,000 right now. It will slope down right into this 28,000 area, probably in about a month or so, right? Now, if we somehow get above that, then that is a breakout on the charts. That would get my attention. And I think that would be the one case where I would say, okay, now I actually kind of do believe that the bottom is in, and now we could go back to 69, 70, 80, 100,000 on Bitcoin. But until then, we're still in a pretty steep downtrend. And really, if you look at this move, even if we go up to 25, 26, or even 28, that's all an inside bar bearish pattern from this move down, or better yet, even from this move down. And the last thing I'll just mention is that I still have a measured move where you take this high here to this low here, right? And then you had this consolidation pattern, right? So we have this kind of sideways channel. And then if you take that same distance from here and you extend it out, you actually get right around 12,000. So this line is the same as this line, and that gives me that kind of bottom area. So again, anything can happen, and that's the beauty of investing and why it's so freaking fun.
Of course.
But for me, I'll take that opposing bet. I still think we're going to 12, 13,000. Unfortunately, I even think there's a chance we could go lower, but let's take one step at a time. One of the reasons why I was starting to talk up a bounce. So everyone knows I called for 20,000. We were at 69,000. one of the reasons, I mean, there were chart signals, but there was also just so much crazy bullishness that it was almost the easy way to go, which was just say, okay, well, if everyone's bullish, then it's not going to go that way. And same thing when we were below the 2017 highs of 19.5 or so, everyone was just like doom and gloom. And it's like, okay, well, now we're due for a bounce. We're oversold.
Right.
They've run the stops, which were at 19.5, which was a 2017 high. It made sense that we would see a bounce there. So the question is, as we rally, like when we see 26, 28, like you're saying, which I think we do see, do we then see everyone start to say the bottom's in, which then the contrarian view would be back to the downside?
Yeah, of course.
According to Gareth Soloway, we might yet see a fall to $12,000 or even $8,000. However, he also believes we could see a breakout above $28,000. But for now, Bitcoin seems to be stuck in the upper $22,000 range. As of press time, the world's largest cryptocurrency is exchanging hands at $22,572. The decline has cut down weekly gain from over 13% to 6.45%. In his interview, Soloway also talks about the possible reduction in the over 20,000 cryptocurrencies in the market. He explains that it is crucial for investors who put money in certain doomed projects to get wrecked. It is only when that happens that we can embark on a permanent recovery and massive price gains.
You still have people that are willing to take the risk by putting money in those.
Yeah.
And I think that money has to be wiped out, so I think that, you may, maybe the top 50 survive, maybe, who knows, and there will be new ones that have great use cases that come out, just like new companies come out all the time. But I want to see that period where anyone speculating on the 1,001th cryptocurrency by market cap, that needs to be wiped out. That can't be in the system anymore unless there's a real use case to it. And people will argue there is, right? Oh, this one is about cats, or this one's about dogs, or like, and for me, I'm just like, really, we're in the real world here where you actually need to have some sort of use case that's legitimate.
Okay.
So,
as Gareth Soloway explained in his interview, we are at a tipping point and the market could go either way. However, it might be a little too optimistic to expect any serious price gains, especially above $30,000 within the next few weeks. Like Soloway, we also believe the market has a little bit more shedding to do. Plus, there is still the issue of inflation, interest rate hikes, and the general global economic downturn. Still, it might also be too pessimistic to expect a dip to $10,000, $8,000, lows that we've not seen since the peak of the pandemic in 2020. We've come a long way since then. The players are different, and the general crypto market has grown stronger. IRA allow you to save for retirement in a tax-advantaged way for greater financial security with lots of tax advantages. But most IRA offer the same boring stocks and bonds. Introducing iTrust Capital, the #1 crypto IRA platform in America. iTrust Capital allows cryptocurrency investors like you to enjoy all the exciting benefits of tax-advantaged retirement accounts. It combines the traditional IRA with the new, exciting world of cryptocurrencies. Why should you use iTrust Capital? It is the best crypto retirement platform in America, with some of the lowest fees of any cryptocurrency IRA platform. It gives investors adequate exposure to some of the top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, and Polkadot. You can buy and sell all your favorite crypto assets while enjoying amazing tax-free gains. It is adequately secured by Coinbase custody with a $320 million insurance to protect against theft. You can easily roll over an existing retirement account or begin a new one when you register on iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital is the trusted crypto IRA for many American investors who love the crypto industry. To join the millions of Americans who use the platform, please click on the link in the description box below. What do you think about Gareth Soloway's interview? Is the bottom in yet, or are you bracing for more pain? Please drop your comments and observations below, and don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching.